In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew praises organizers of St. Kitts Music Festival. Public awareness campaign on cannabis launched and a new general manager of ZIZ appointed. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Quartz Optical, two are better than one. Be ready for any occasion with not one, but two pairs of complete eyewear. Choose from our wide range of fashionable brands. Buy one and get a second pair free. That's two pairs with no cash and pay later. Book your free eye exam today online at quartzoptical.com. Two are better than one. Buy one, get one free. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Calda Barrage. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew has congratulated the organizers of the 25th anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival, calling it an outstanding job. In a post on his Facebook page on Monday, the Prime Minister said, quote, "I want to take this opportunity to thank Minister Honorable Masha Henderson and her team for an excellent 25th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival. Thanks to all who played a part in the organizational process. You did an outstanding job. Take a bow, you raised the bar," end quote. The Prime Minister also commended the security forces, saying, quote, "We had a safe, enjoyable and exciting festival," end quote. Prime Minister Drew concluded by saying a special thank you to all the artists as well. The Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs has launched a widespread public education campaign dubbed #Cannabis Clarity SKN. In a release from government headquarters, Attorney General Honorable Garth Wilkin was quoted as saying, "Now that the Rastafari Rights Recognition Act, the Freedom of Conscience Cannabis Act, the Drugs Amendment Act and the Smoking Designated Areas Act have been published in the Gazette and are in force, the ministry has turned its energies into educating the general public about these new laws related to Rastafari and personal cannabis cultivation, use and possession in St. Kitts and Nevis." Explaining the aim of the public education campaign, Attorney General Wilkins said, quote, "The passage of laws without education and how they work in the real world is problematic. The #Cannabis Clarity SKN public education campaign is therefore aimed at informing our people and our visitors about what this comprehensive suite of legislation means for them and what are the do's and don'ts with respect to cannabis cultivation, use and possession going forward," end quote. The epicenter of the public education campaign is the website www.cannabisclarityskn.com, which provides information about the new cannabis-related laws. The ministry has also launched social media pages on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, which can be accessed using the tag @GanjaClaritySKN. Saju Ngala has been appointed the new General Manager of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. As the new General Manager, Mr. Ngala is tasked with leading the corporation into a new era of growth and innovation. His mandate encompasses advancing ZIZ's capabilities through technological advancements, expanding its reach across traditional and digital platforms, improving its visibility in the media landscape, and diversifying its productions. Succeeding Veer Galloway, who has played a pivotal role in shaping ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation's success over the years, Saju brings fresh perspectives and a forward-thinking approach to the organization. His appointment reflects the corporation's commitment to staying at the forefront of broadcasting industry and adapting to the ever-changing media landscape. Mr. Ngala graduated from the University of Kansas with a Bachelor of Science in Journalism and has held previous roles as the managing editor of the St. Kitts Nevis Observer and the St. Kitts Nevis Sun newspaper. Expressing his enthusiasm for the role, Mr. Ngala stated, quote, "I am honored to be entrusted with this responsibility and excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation has a rich legacy, and my aim is to build upon its strengths while driving it forward into a new era of success," end quote. The appointment of Sajo Ngala as a new general manager has been described as an important milestone for ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, as Mr. Ngala is poised to shape the future of the organization and reinforce its position as a leading force in the broadcasting industry. National Kyle Richardson, who plays the lead role of Simba in the UK's The Lion King, has some encouraging words for upcoming artists. While being home last week for the St. Kitts Music Festival, Mr. Richardson sat down with ZIZ and told of his upbringings, and that included music lessons with concerts with Pamela Wall and dramatizations with his grandmother Victoria Richardson while he lived in St. Kitts. When he migrated to Trinidad and Tobago at age 14, he was the member of a choir. Although not formally trained, Mr. Richardson doesn't allow that to stop him.
All of the things that I've done back home prepared me to do what I'm doing now. I mean, I am not trained, so I'm not like I didn't go to school to do singing, dance and acting, which I do every day. It's something that I had to pick up on my own and pick up from the people that I was around. So the directors that taught me and the experiences is what molded me into doing what I have to do now. It's all thanks to knowing that, like, every time, like, I thank my background and my support system in the Caribbean, my parents and everything, because I have to actively know that I am fighting to stay out there and do what I'm doing. So for that, I have a bigger drive to do it than people that are out there. I'm not saying that you don't have the same drive, but I'm saying that my drive is a little bit more, because I know that I'm from a small island and I want to do more, you know.
He says that he struggles with imposter syndrome, feeling that he's not satisfied with where he is and that he can be better. He advises persons to seek out their strengths and improve on others.
You have to hold on to what your strengths are. So for me, I knew what my strength was going into it. For me, I battle with something with imposter syndrome. So for me, I'm like, I don't think I've made it. I don't think I've done anything noteworthy. I mean, people are like, oh, you're this big, whatever. Yeah, but for me, I'm still working just like everybody else to get better, to do more. And I think that's what keeps, like, keeping yourself humble and keeping yourself moving forward is what gets you the next job. Because the moment that you stop looking and searching for something to grow in is the moment that you stagnate, and it's the moment that you can't get the next job. If you think you're better than the job, or you think that you're not good enough for the job, either one, you're not going to, like, you're stopping yourself from growing. Like, you have to keep yourself in a mind frame of this, okay, yeah, I could do this, and I'm good at this, but I need to be able to do more. I need to be able to get better, you know?
In recent times, the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, introduced theatre arts to the education curriculum in the Caribbean region. Mr. Richardson says while this is a pleasant start, there's more to teach.
So yes, I think it's a step in the right direction. I think including CXC, theatre arts and drama and music is something that we need to do. We get the younger people involved in doing arts earlier. Is something that we need to do to get them there. But we are still like 7 steps behind what is necessary to get people out there and ready for the industry. Things that I had to learn on my own, such as like how to navigate the business and how to manage yourself as a business, because you are a commodity, you are a business. You have people that work for you, and you have people that, like, so when you're signing a contract, what you're looking for in a contract, when you're getting an agent, knowing who works for who, that the agent is your hired, not vice versa. You have to be able to market yourself and get yourself out there to get the work, to get seen, and not just get paid in exposure, you know? Right. Getting paid in real money and getting to the jobs, because at the end of the day, people still don't think that this is a job. They think it's a hobby, and it's not. It is a job, and so as such, there's so many steps that we have to take before we can get to being where we're needed to be, where we're catching up to the other people.
He encourages persons to work hard to do what they're passionate about and not let persons dissuade them, as opportunities will find them. After the break, Cleon Bradshaw speaks on wildlife experience and public invited to participate in International Day of Cooperatives panel discussion. Stay with us.
I wonder if Auntie will be able to figure out this riddle. Let's see. Auntie, I have a riddle for you.
Let's hear it.
Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Huh? Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Come on, Auntie, you should know this.
I really can't think what the answer could be.
It's SL Housewords, duh.
How do you know this?
Because Mom shops there all the time.
Come here, you little nosy prince.
Riddle that cashback. It's that time of the year. Cashback season is here. Get cashback coupons for free groceries with every hire purchase at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Plus, a chance to win free groceries for a year.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your National Bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
50,000?
50,000?
$50,000? Win big with TDC! Win up to $50,000 cash in the TDC Mega Rewards Mega Raffle! To enter, you must be a Mega Rewards member or sign up to TDC Mega Rewards Loyalty Program. Shop at our TDC retail stores or online at shoptdcgroup.com to receive one entry for every $250 spent. Draws take place from July to November. Win $10,000 every month with your entry rolled over so you can win, and win even more.
Yes, this is 50.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Local entrepreneur Cleon Bradshaw of C. Jameson Photography has returned to the Federation after participating in the most recent hosting of the Young Leaders of America Initiative Wildlife Fellowship. Wildlife, which is the brainchild of former President Obama, is a program designed to strengthen bilateral relations with young aspiring entrepreneurs and leaders in the Americas. Bradshaw, who traveled to the United States from May 8th to June 17th, spoke with ZIZ about his experience being part of Wildlife.
We went to 10 different states. It's a group of 250 persons that went to 10 different states, and we're all in, I think, 15 different cities. So I was lucky to get San Francisco. It was the first time that they went to San Francisco, and San Francisco is very close to Silicon Valley. So it was a very interesting experience to see driverless cars, and you're walking down the street and you're at the headquarters for Twitter, or you step in onto a Google campus a 15-minute drive away. So it was an extremely privileged position in a sense to be in, because when you're in those kind of environments you almost feel like you could conquer the world. If it's an opportunity to be an ambassador for your country, and I love the fact that you have to give back to your country once you return, so that's also a benefit as well.
He said each person was paired with a mentor and explained how this has given him the tools needed to enhance his business.
And through that internship or mentorship, we sat down and literally rewrote my business into what did he call me? He said I'm a self-employed, self-paid person. But he's like, you need to get out of that mentality. You are a businessman. You own a production company. You need the mindset of a production company. So we sat down and we went through everything, vision, mission, core values. We talked about strategies and procedures to put in place and how we could scale to the future. So we developed a 5-year plan, and then at the end of that we had a little graduation.
He spoke of how he plans to give back to the community as mandated by YLI.
Now that I'm back in St. Kitts, one of the things with YLI, you're supposed to give back to the community, so give back in some way. So I have to come up with a project to help others and to also inform them about YLI. So they want it to be very unpartisan as possible, so it doesn't go through government. They want it to go through other fellows, to put it out into community and let persons apply. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think what I'm thinking right now is a BNI, which is a business club, where we could have other entrepreneurs coming together and forming a community where we self-promote each other's services and upsell and try to see if I could spread that throughout the country.
He said being part of the program will be beneficial for any young entrepreneur.
It's one thing to own a business, and it's another thing to be successful at business. With me as a creative, we're not necessarily good at, per se, sending out invoices and collecting payments. We're just good at creating content. So going to YLA helped me to develop more of a business mindset, to think more about scale and futuristically thinking, because I can't be a cameraman all of the days of my life. I need to be able to put myself in a position to create passive income. How can I create passive income? So I think because it helped me to develop that new mindset, that new outlook, is definitely beneficial for any person who is a young entrepreneur, because you have to be under 35 to even be in the program. So if you're a young entrepreneur, you want to do more, you want that global experience, YLA is definitely the place for you to be.
Bradshaw was chosen to participate in the 2023 cohort of YLI from a field of over 1,800 applicants. As part of the International Day of Cooperative celebrations, the Department of Cooperatives will be hosting a panel discussion under the theme Cooperatives Partners for Accelerated Sustainable Development at the Solid Waste Management Conference Room on Tuesday. The general public is invited to attend the free panel discussion to engage with a group of experienced panelists who are expected to discuss topics such as the contributions cooperatives have made and will continue to make in the Federation, CARICOM's 25% by 2025 agenda, cooperatives' successes and challenges, as well as the way forward for the sector. The panel comprises President of the Gideon Force Agricultural Cooperative, Sankofa Maccabee, Representative from the Sandy Point Agricultural Cooperative, Lionel Stevens, President of the St. Kitts Farmers Cooperative Society, Solomon Morton, President of the Liamiga Agricultural Cooperative, Telka Wallace, Junior Savings Champion from the Chelsea Mills Secondary School, representative from the Newtown Fishers Cooperative, Wycliffe John, and President of the Police Cooperative Credit Union, Mr. Matthew Maguire. The event is scheduled to run from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. International Day of Cooperatives is celebrated annually on the first Saturday of July. Officials have commended the performance of the national athletes competing in the Special Olympics in Berlin over the past week. The 23-member delegation of athletes and coaches were joined by the Minister responsible for disabilities, Honorable Iselene Phillip, who witnessed the dedicated efforts by the athletes. According to a statement, the team was honored to have the Minister's support and encouragement both at the Games and on the home front. The team will be returning home with 9 medals, 5 gold and 4 bronze. In tennis, the gold medals went to Asharia White in female singles and Lamar Johnson in male singles. Shakir Stapleton and Jamoy Bryan won bronze in unified doubles. In athletics, Sandy Richardson and Kezia Bell won gold in the 100-meter race. In cycling, Shane Nisbet won bronze in the 10K race. In swimming, the 4x25 relay team of Ashton Mills, Deslin Hobson, Alicia Fleming, and Joseph Mason won gold, while Deslyn Hobson won bronze in the 25 meters and Ashton Mills also won bronze in the 50-meter race. The Special Olympics Board has thanked everyone who supported and made it possible for the team to represent St. Kitts and Nevis at the Special Olympics World Games Berlin 2023. The team returns home on Tuesday. Coming up in regional news, Trinidad and Tobago reports that more people are surviving strokes in the country. The details when we